Hello, this is RunningRobert, and today we're talking about the Assertio Holdings ASRT first quarter 2024 summary. And in this summary, we're going to be looking at the bullish and the bearish parts of the first quarterly report, and then kind of get into there. So I generally follow small cap pharma. I do some games. I do a little bit of everything. So if you like what I'm doing, hey, please like and subscribe. It helps out a lot, and thank you. Disclaimer is, after my last video, I did buy shares, so I am loving this action. I'm an amateur investor, and any advice given should be followed up by your own due diligence, and any information given is valid for today, the 7th of May, and the slideshow will not be updated. But again, as you get new news, new quarterly reports, new slideshows. Hello, Rolvedon. Yep, so that sales came in at 14.5 million. That's up from 11 million, which is a plus $3.5 million change. Indocin sales were 8.7 million. That was down from 10.8, which is a minus $2.1 million difference. So the long-term goal of the company was to replace Indocin sales because it went generic with Rolvedon. And this is the first quarter where sales for Rolvedon grew more than the loss of sales for Indocin. That is a big deal because that is pretty much what the company is trying to do as we can continue to get Rolvedon sales moving. Indocin sales, of course, we're going to lose them because it went generic, are going to be less and less of an issue. And then we will be able to return to some profitability. There was no other major movement in sales of products. Two of them stayed neutral. Two of them together were $1.8 million lower, but all these products sold below 2.7 in the quarter. So they're not big name products. Like, we're not really going to look at them or go into too much depth in them. They pretty much did what they're supposed to do and stayed out of trouble. So what does this mean? So the company planned to have around 60 million sales for Rolvedon in 2024. So that was from the yearly summary. That's what they were looking for. We had 14.5 in quarter one. So already we're looking very positive for that number. So we also thought about 18 to 25 million for Indocin. It came in at 8.7 million, and the rest covering the 110 to 125. So when you're looking at these sales numbers, it looks quite good. It looks like that we're going to have, of course, readjust the Rolvedon sales up. And even the Indocin sales for this year still might be positive. Now, this is, again, it's generic, so we're not going to look too much at it advantageously. But if you can beat that 25 million, and you're obviously going to beat the 60 million, we are in really good shape. Sales were 32.5 million for the first quarter of 2024. And so it looks like they might have to readjust the numbers in the following quarters. And again, if Rolvedon can continue to outgrow the loss of Indocin, we're going to be up closer to that 125 million in sales. So cash is currently 80 million with 40 million in debt. That's not due until 2027. So that's something that we do not have to worry about at any time soon. The company was also able to cut around 5.5 in just selling general administration cost through the quarter. So that was super positive. That helps a lot to bring them closer to being having no net loss. But what is next? So we need more of the same. So if Rolvedon can continue to grow at 3.5 million per quarter, within 3 quarters, Indocin won't drag down sales. And that's really just math. 3.5 times 3 is 10.5 million. There's only a total of 8.7 million Indocin sales left. Of course, again, not all of that's going to go away. You know, we saw a minus $2 million, and I kind of expect the same. I would not be surprised if we see, 6, 5, 4, just kind of that step down as it moves away. But based on the market cap of under $100 million and Rolvedon 2036 generic protection, so that means 12 years, the company should be able to realize a good amount of growth and be able to continue to purchase products to refill their commercial pipeline. So again, this is a holding company, so they don't do their own research. They will buy the drugs and then they will sell them themselves. Just the rest of the numbers, so so the net loss was 4.5 million. So there was a net loss. It was not huge. Again, when you look at that in comparison to you have 80 million in cash, you're in pretty good shape. The company did generate 7.5 million in cash. So even though there was a net loss, the company used some numbers and did some good stuff. And so they actually generated cash. They went from I think 73 to $80 million. So again, we're looking very positive here. If you need to see all the sales numbers per quarter, this is what they are. So obviously you see the 14.4 for the Rolvedon, the 8.6 for Indocin, and then the rest, like I said, everything else sells pretty low. You got 2.6, 2.8, 1.4, and 1.2, and then other. So again, sales stayed fairly positive. Again, a little bit lower than the fourth quarter. But again, that's what we're looking for. We're looking just to continue to replace those sales. So it seems like everything is coming together nicely. As this is a value play, and this is 100% a value play, I don't expect this company to go to 10 or 11 or higher than that. But I do believe with following good quarters, we might see a 100% increase in the stock price from where we are right now in 2024. And that is without a lot of risk. It's not like we have to wait on a product to be approved or go through phase trials. They just need to sell. And they already proved with their first full quarter that they can sell. So I think we're in pretty good shape. I do think that we will see $2, again, a $2 stock price before the end of 2024, which is why I bought the shares, why I'm recommending it, and stuff like that. So hopefully this gave you some information about the company, and hopefully it helped. So thank you very much for watching and listening, and I hope you have a wonderful day.